Okay, here I am in the store unit, throwing everything into the kayak. These are the two 8-foot tsunamis here. That's with the 3000 series reel or rod. Reel 8-foot rod. Okay. And those of course fit in, slide them in those holders that I, like every other pro angler owner in the world, has. Yeah, I was so disgruntled yesterday by the whole fishing thing that I wasn't even going to go out today. And I've since decided to suck it up and go out for just this morning. So, I am not for sure on exactly what I've shown that I've got what I'm doing, but here's a couple of the things, okay? I purchased these, which are, hey, just like those. Except for these are the track rails for a Outback. They have on that side right there and back there in that little pocket, they have an accessory bin that's that long, okay? And it's got a bungee cord across it. This is an upgrade for that, where you can use track mounted or the H-rail devices. Now, the thought process in this, and it's going to be a process, is kind of simple. Right here is where I mount my fish finder, okay? And while it's not real way in the way, I set it and don't mess with it, okay? So it's not that big of a deal. But what I'm thinking is it would be awfully handy if that was either mounted like that, which is what I'm kind of leaning towards, just mounting it right there to that plate. But I'm gonna actually need to order another set, and they come in two, and then you have to buy these end pieces. Now there's a flat mounting deal that doesn't have these, that aren't these handles, but I kind of like the handles, the whole look. Now these in particular are probably going to get mounted right here, okay? Let me back up a little bit. This will get unmounted, this mounting point will get taken off, and this will get bolted in there, and with the plate, backing plate, and there. And the idea being that this front hole here will feed up inside there, and if you look in the end of it, there's a, I don't know if you can see that, but it's yeah, getting directions when you're looking down it. Okay, so there's the track, but underneath it's hollow. So what I'm thinking that I'm going to do is, at some point, the plan is to be able to, when I mount this, to be able to mount spotlights or floodlights pointing forward when I'm out on the water, that are run through the hole here, through that front hole, since there's already a hole there, seal it up real nice, and then also run a wire up through that, through the bottom opening there, and into the handle, and drill out the handle right here, and put a forward-facing red light and a corresponding green light on that one over there facing forward, and probably another one right here that faces outboard, and that would give me my green and red lights. Now, there's a lot of debate on whether that's legal or whether it should be done or whether you can or shouldn't do it, but that's what I'm looking at doing. Additionally, there's going to be two lights, one here and one here, just white, floods, and they're going to be drilled, a hole drilled in there and wired in. I believe it's osmium LEDs there, and additionally, I can't see, oh, here it is. This is kind of similar to that. This is 21-inch piece. I'm going to mount here on the rear deck of the thing. Now, I'm not completely convinced that I don't want to just get the 12-foot Outback upgrade rail set, which would be this, like this, but for a 12-footer. I think it's 55 inches long, and just go from here all the way back, and then use this piece that I have, because these are damn near impossible to get, okay? And I'm thinking that it would be kind of helpful if it was mounted across the two when these are on there, to cross tie it there, and then you have more mounting capabilities. So that's a couple of things that I'm looking at, okay? Now, this is as the money comes in, as the bills get paid, as the hours change, you know, as God allows. That is what I'm looking. Sorry about the noise, sorry about the dark. Additionally, I got you can see the Scotty mount right there. Now this is the steal of the century. This base right here and this, I got at a local Hobie shop for $22, okay? So I bought 3 of them. They had 3, I bought 3. Then these were $17, and I got 2 of those, and I got another similar type of this bazooka that I mount over there. And I don't know if you've seen that or not, but those are the adjustable outrigger type rod holders. There's one on each side, and that's more for dropping a fishing pole into when you're getting your hook and everything set up, or if you're changing hooks or got a fish on the line and you just want something so that the line is facing forward over your shoulder so that you can mess with the fish, do whatever you got to do, handle your business. So there's that. Then there's obviously the H crate. Out of all this, that and those were the money. I've done some horse trading and came up with some money, sold a couple of fishing poles, the offshore, a couple of those that were in there, I sold, and used that money and purchased. Now you recall I was going to use that antenna with the flag on it, with that base, but it turns out that being that long, you have to have a huge mounting base, and it puts way too much torque on the polyethylene of the kayak, and I'm afraid I'm going to crack it, or I'm going to bust the handle off, or wherever the mounting point is. So I've opted to not do that, but I'm going to have a flag, and it's with the lights, you know, whatever. Also with that rail that I'm going to put over here that I'm talking about, I can put lights over here for like night fishing and have them pointed down if I so choose. And in the rear, in this handle here, and in this handle here or here, mount 2 rear-facing LED floods. So that will give me rear visibility. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and bought this, which is a collapsible flag with a strobe. It's either a strobe, a work light, or just a regular light. And I had this mount already that was sitting over there, and then I took it off. This was actually purchased to do a fish finder off the side, and it just wasn't being used, so this fits right inside of it, and it's just bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. So that's the upgrade so far. Yeah. Oh, last thing. I also broke down, I may be doing it to the other side, I haven't decided yet. I put a anchor trolley on the side of the thing, okay? Man, have I been a fool for not doing it. I'm starting to do things that I see other people do instead of trying to make new tracks in the snow, because it seems like it costs a lot more money to be inventive and creative on your own. When something's already done, just use it, buy it. So everybody else is doing it, just do it, shut up. So, and it's cheaper in the long run, and that is like the story of my life. Go the long way around the barn twice. So sorry for the long video, but I wanted to keep you up to date on what's happening. Oh, plus that bag, that was the Hobie Adventure or Vantage seat bags that you can keep stuff in there. And I moved the tackle bins out of here and put them back there for right now, and put the drop-in square box simply so that I could get that waterproof box off the floor, get stuff off, just unclutter the floor. So that's what that is. Okie dokie. So now you're up to date, you know more than I do, and that ain't hard to do, I guess. If you see anything that you like, you have questions or whatever, please subscribe, like, and share if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. And as more happens, I will obviously share it with you. I may put a video, there's those tackle boxes that I made that goes on those arms right there, and show you what they look like. And the other thing that was purchased via horse trade were these NRS boundary boots, and I tried them on, and these are the slickest thing in the world. And that's they're dry boots, so you wear a sock underneath them, otherwise you'll sweat to death. And they are just like wearing a pair of sandals. They're incredible. So I will do a product update on that, and I will keep you posted. All right, be blessed. Thanks.